to welcome you back here as I was running down to get lineups. And there's so many people here tonight that it was like a mass of people that I wasn't able to get through. So, wow. Okay, so that taking a deep breath here is from where our vantage point here is, as typically during our games, we are right behind the basket, right behind the scores table here at Edmonson County. But tonight, they have moved us into the corner, which is where we were for the district tournament last year. But I am as far as I can possibly get away. Well, I guess I could be on the other corner on the opposite side. But I have to walk all the way down and pretty much out of the gym and wrap it all the way around and get there. So we've made it back, though, and our game here between Grayson County and Edmonson County is just moments away. The Wildcats enter with a record of 11-13. Grayson County enters with a record of 8-19. The Cougars have won, though, 3 in a row. Last time out, it was a win over Davis County, 57-46. Before that, it was a win over St. Mary's, 61-47. And then against Whitesville Trinity on Friday, they won 61-59. As I look down to my left and I see that the illustrious sports writer Don Brown has lucked himself into some kettle corn down there. He might be having to share with the rest of us here. Last time these two teams met, though, it was Nolan Schartzer who hit the game-winning shot as he hit a buzzer beater. So when we look at this, that the last 3 times that these two teams have met up, we can start all the way back on February the 1st of 2019. Jackson Higdon was the hero. He hit a 3-pointer from the right wing as time expired to give Grayson County the 33-30 victory over the Wildcats. Then, back almost 1 year ago to the day, in fact, I think it'll be 1 year ago on Saturday, it was Grayson County defeating Edmonson County. In fact, I can look here, as yes, it'll be 1 year on Saturday. They were down 18 points with 8 minutes to play and came back, tied it, and won the game in overtime. Still, the greatest comeback that I have ever seen, and it'll be a story that people will tell for years to come. And then at game 3, which was back in December, Nolan Schartzer hit the game winner. So Edmonson County, you've heard Travis Johnston talk about it. He said, quote, they are going to be mad going into this game. And you saw that in game 1. Lady Cats were definitely mad, and the Lady Cougars just folded, and they were blown out. If the same thing happens tonight, well, I guess the positive would be that we're going to be in for a quick night home, and we'll be home early. But if not, we should be in for a good matchup here between the best rivalry and the entire 3rd region. We'll take a break, come back with more as this is Cougar Basketball on K105.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Service Commission.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Edmonson County High School, where the Cougars and Wildcats are moments away from getting ready. In fact, just under 10 minutes. When you look at Edmonson County, their leading scorer the last time these two teams met, Nick Clemens, actually led the way. He had 12 points, as 9 points from Dalton Decker and 9 from Mason Pierce as well. Dalton Decker, though, is the man looking at this team as a whole, though, as he averages just under 19 points a game, 4.8 rebounds per game, shoots nearly 50% from the field, almost 44% from beyond the arc, 75% from the charity stripe. Other players you need to know, Eli Booker shoots 56% of the field for 5.2 points. Mason Pierce averages 10 points a game. Coming off the bench tonight will be Chaz Wilson. He's still battling a little bit of a knee injury, and he came back for his first game of the season against the Cougars earlier this season. He only had 2 points and 4 rebounds, but last time out, a loss to Hart County, he had 16 points and 15 rebounds, as Wilson averaging 10.4 points and 6.3 rebounds per game. Edmonson County is coached by Mike McClintock as he's in his third season, 50 and 74. His assistants are Jody Booth, Jackson Sassy, and Austin Souders. Mason Pierce ranks in the top 50 of the state in field goal percentage and third in the third region. And again, the Wildcats and Cougars will play in the 12th District semifinals on Tuesday. As you can look at the 12th District bracket, that is official. Butler County will play Whitesville Trinity in Game 1 on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Game 2 will follow that as the Cougars will face Edmonson County about 7:30, 7:45, somewhere in that range. Then both teams, the winner of each games, will not only advance to the third region tournament, but will also advance to Friday night's 12th District Championship game that will be held 1 week from tomorrow evening. Again, Butler against Whitesville, Grayson against Edmonton. So that's kind of an interesting way when you look at this is how do you coach this game if you're Travis Johnston and if you're Mike McClintock? You know that you're going to play this same team in five days. Does that change the way you coach? Do you maybe hide a little bit? Or do you throw everything out and you say, you know what, beat me? And I think when you look at this, I don't know how much you can theoretically hide if you're Grayson County. Edmonson County knows you, and you know Edmonson County. You play pretty much 3 times a year, sometimes maybe even more than that. You don't need to hide anything. You're big rivals for a reason. Coach Johnston and Coach McClintock are very close. I know that they talk a lot, and they have a lot of respect for one another. But you know that Edmonson County, the last time these two teams met here at the Cougar Den, or here at Edmonson County, it was a 12th District Championship game, and it does not get much more embarrassing than the way that Edmonson County lost that game just a few months ago, and in fact just about 1 year ago. But again, that was then, this is now. And I mean, anything can really happen when you look at this, because in a rivalry game, when the ball's tapped up in the air, you can throw anything else. Even if Edmonson County was 0-5 coming into this point, Grayson County was 5-0. Edmonson County hadn't won a game in the entire season. Grayson County had been undefeated. It would not change anything about how you feel going into this game. You can tell the student sections don't love one another, but there's some good respect on the floor between these and one of the better rivalries in all of the third region. We're moments away from getting started. We'll give you tonight's starting lineups after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite, inspire and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
Best Mix, K105.
The Grayson County and Edmonson County fan bases are on their feet and getting fired up for this game as student section was standing up. They just sat down. As good student section here tonight, as looks like the front row has got a lot of baseball players out there leading the way, and hopefully they'll be able to make some noise because standing just on the opposite end from where we are is the Edmonson County student section. They have got themselves a massive one. In fact, in the front row, I can see basketball players Macy McCombs and Katie Lindsay leading the way there for the Lady Cats. As this is a game Edmonson County has probably had circled on their schedule really since Jackson Higdon beat them a year ago. And then they circled it again after the district tournament game. And then they probably got out about as much of a Sharpie as you can possibly get to circle this one, because this is the game that they want to win probably more than any other game this entire season. Obviously, Tuesday night they'd probably like to have more because they'd like to knock the Cougars out of the region tournament on their home floor. But anything can happen once the ball tips into the air here tonight. How about tonight's starting lineups? First for the home-standing Edmonson County Wildcats with a record of 11-13. They're 2-3 in the 12th district. At guard, senior number 1, Dalton Decker. He's averaging 18.7 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. At guard, senior number 10, Trent Taylor. He is averaging 2.2 points and 1.0 rebounds per game. At guard, senior number 12, Nick Clemens. He's averaging 6.7 points and 2.4 rebounds per game. At center, senior number 15, Eli Booker, is averaging 5.2 points and 4.1 rebounds per game. And Mason Pierce is a senior forward, averaging 10 points and 4.7 rebounds per game. Again, Pierce shoots 60.7% from the field. Again, 60.7% from the field. And that is not him taking 15 shots. It's him taking quite a few shots. He is extremely effective as a 6'1" forward. As a team, Edmonson County, 65 points a game, 48% from the field, 34.5% from beyond the arc, 62.5% from the charity stripe. They give up 67 points a game while pulling down 29 rebounds per game. Again, they're coached by Mike McClintock. He's in his 6th season. His assistants Jody Booth and Austin Souders. Now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Cougars. At guard, sophomore number 2, Keegan Sharp. He's averaging 9.1 points and 1 rebound per game. At guard, freshman number 3, Braden Childress. He is averaging 1.7 points and 1.5 rebounds per game. At guard, senior number 10, Nolan Schertzer. He was the hero the last time these two teams met. He had 16.7 points and 5.9 rebounds per game. Dylan Horn is a freshman forward. He's averaging 2.1 points and 3.2 rebounds per game. And the man in the middle, Hunter Toms, is a sophomore forward, averaging 5.1 points and 5.2 rebounds per game. So once more, the starting lineup for the Cougars: Keegan Sharp, Braden Childress, Nolan Schertzer, Dylan Horn, and Hunter Toms. Assistant coaches Brett Johnston, Brian Hill, and Daryl Meredith. And the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars is Travis Johnston, as he is 38-51. 2 out of the last 3 games played between Grayson County and Edmonson County here in Brownsville have gone into overtime. What that means? Maybe nothing. But since 1998, the Cougars lead this series 39-13. They've won the last 3 and 7 of the last 8. We'll take a break. The play-by-play is next between Grayson County and Edmonson County. Answers will be given here soon enough, as this is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back here to Edmonson County High School, where Grayson County and the Wildcats are moments away from getting underway. Again, the Cougars enter with a record of 8-19. Edmonson County enters with a record of 11-13, but the Cougars have played their best basketball over this past week as they are averaging. They have 3 straight wins. The offense has been what's really led them throughout this. And I'm really curious to see if the game against Bullitt East, where Nolan Schartzer did not play about 10 days ago, was actually the most beneficial thing that could have possibly happened, because it stopped the teams from completely 100% relying on Nolan Schartzer. They had to try something different. They had to not trust Nolan. They had to go to something else, because they knew that if something else Nolan wasn't going to be there, because he wasn't going to play in that game. So I don't know if that could end up being the turning point on the season and end up turning into being a blessing in disguise. Starting lineups once more for Edmonson County: Dalton Decker, Trent Taylor, Nick Clemens, Eli Booker, and Mason Pierce. For Grayson County, it's Keegan Sharp, Braden Childress, Nolan Schartzer, Dylan Horn, and also Hunter Toms, as it'll be Toms to jump this one against Dalton Decker. Grayson County in their road blue jerseys with orange numerals. Edmonson County in their home whites with red numerals and a red stripe up the side for the Wildcats. Cougars have the white stripe up each side. Sam Gormley here with you tonight, as this is WKHG Litchfield K105. Decker against Toms. Decker stands 6'1". Toms stands about 6'2". Toms with a size advantage. The official takes one dribble, lets it fly, and the opening tip is run down finally by Braden Childress, as it was tapped by Clemens back into the hands of Childress. The Cougar student section's loving it, so Grayson County going to start this game with the ball working from right to left on your radio dial. Toms outside to Horn. Horn picks up his dribble inside to the left block to Schartzer, spins around, fade away, near side is off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Braden Childress long. He spins it out. He's going to back things up and run things in between the circles to the senior Nolan Schartzer. Tomorrow night will be his senior night, and he deserves every recognition this season. He has been unbelievable, and we'll be sure to talk to Coach Johnston just about Nolan tomorrow evening. Outside to Sharp. Keegan Sharp, he had a big game last time out. He's had 21 points in each of the last 2, matching his career high. Outside Sharp, thought about the 3, drove down, floater inside the free throw line is banked in. The bank is open for Keegan Sharp. He had 21 points last time Grayson and Edmonson met up. 7 of 10 from the three-point line. It doesn't get much better than that for the sophomore, and he gets a bank shot to start off with. It's 2-0 Grayson County. Clemens with the ball on the right wing for the Cats. Outside to Booker. Booker looks to pass it. He gives it over to the left side, driving it down, lowering the shoulders, spinning it around now is the guard Clemens, and it's back outside here to Dalton Decker, averaging just under 19 points a game. Back over to the far side to Taylor. Taylor outside to Booker. Booker over to Decker. Three-pointer left wing is no good. Off the front of the iron. Long rebound pulled down Mason Pierce. He throws it out to Clemens. Clemens delivers the play call as he calls Trent Taylor over, who gets it on the right wing, guarded by Braden Childress. Outside Booker. Three-pointer straight away. Good. Mason Pierce. That is only the second 3 he has made on the season. He is 2 of 15 from 3, as he only was 1 of 14 before that make. Braden Childress over to the right wing to Toms. Toms dribbles it once outside to Horn, who runs things at the top of the key. Left wing, Sharp. Outside to Schartzer. Schartzer fakes the pass inside to Sharp. Now he's going to drive down the left side, goes up, absorbs contact off the left side. The shot's no good. Toms comes in off the glass and finishes off the left side. Hunter Toms has been a different player over the past 10 days, as he has just been, he uses his size to his advantage here recently. Pass inside is gained back by Pierce, and it's tapped back out. Decker drives in on Schartzer, 18 feet, left elbow, nothing but net for Dalton Decker. 5-4, Edmonson County with a lead here, 5 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. Braden Childress across the timeline, drives down the right side, backs things off here in between the circles. Drives down, spin move, fade away off the right side, no good. Rebounded by Edmonson County. The Cats now pushing it up the near side, comes Dalton Decker, in the leading scorer for Edmonson County. He drives down at the free throw line, goes up with a shot, it's no good off the front of the iron. The rebound pulled down by Schartzer. It's Horn and Toms both bodied up their defenders, and both of them had a shot at the rebound. Schartzer drives down, angles back towards the left, back to the right, and finishes off the right side. Nolan Schartzer puts his name into the scorebook and gives Grayson County the lead back at 6-5. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Outside to Pierce, inside, spinning around is Booker, and he walks with it. Possession goes right back here to Grayson County. Nice defense of the post by Dylan Horn. Braden Childress passes into Horn. Horn right back to Childress. Cougars with the ball here. Right up the middle comes Braden Childress. Again, game one of our doubleheader was all Lady Cats, as they won that one by 31 against the Lady Cougars. Outside, Schartzer drives down 10 feet. No shot, no good. Rebound by Clemens for Edmonson County. Edmonson weaves through over to the far side and knocked out of bounds by Schartzer. He almost had a chance at the ball, and you could sense the frustration from him on why he didn't come down with that. To pass in is Trent Taylor, right in front of assistant coach Daryl Meredith to Clemens. Clemens gets around Sharp, dumps a pass off. The shot is up by Booker. Can't finish. I don't know how that didn't fall. Rebounded by Horn. Horn gives it off to Schartzer, pushing it up the far side. Slows things up off to the left wing to Toms. Toms drives down at the free throw line. Drives down off the right side. Kiss off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Pierce. Pierce off to Decker. Decker drives down right down the middle at the free throw line. Jumps a pass outside to the left wing. Driving down, getting to that deck is Decker. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Horn for Grayson County. Immediately Travis Johnston wants his team to slow down ever so slightly with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in this first quarter. To the right elbow to Schartzer. Outside to Sharp. Three-pointer right side is no good. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Edmonson County. Off to Decker. Decker pushing it up the far side of the floor. Angles it back. Free throw line. Shot is up and in and out. Rebounded by Grayson County. Here comes Braden Childress. Weaves through the defenders. Out to Sharp. Thinks about the three to the free throw line. Toms spin move outside to Sharp. Three-pointer straight away. That one is good. Keegan Sharp knocks down the open three. Grayson County is their largest lead of the game here at 9-5. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Decker leading the play here. Grayson County in their man-to-man defense. Really, it's a man-to-man quarter-court defense. That's just their traditional. Occasionally they go a little bit of zone. Decker drives down, dumps a pass off to Booker, who finishes with a left hand. 9-7. Grayson leads Edmonson. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the first quarter. Chandler McCready and River Blanton to check in, as will Chaz Wilson for Edmonson County. Tom's interior pass stolen away by Decker. Decker pushing down the near side, goes right to the hole off the right side. The shot's no good. There for the follow is Mason Pierce. We're all tied up here at 9-9 with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the first quarter. Braden Childress right up the middle, slowly working on the offenses. Travis Johnston is down to his knees talking to River Blanton down at the scorer's table. Outside to Schartzer. We haven't had a stoppage of play. I'm not even sure in this entire game it's felt like. Schartzer drives down, goes up off the right side. The shot's no good, and a foul is called on Hunter Toms on the rebound as he came down the lane, and he picks up the foul. That is his first and the team's first. McCready and Blanton check in for Grayson County. And again, Chaz Wilson checks into the game for Edmonson County. As Wilson's one of the few players who plays with complete sleeves, as he has long sleeves on, kind of the Under Armour look. Decker passes down into Wilson. Wilson off the left side, the floater. And the touch is good by Chaz Wilson. And Edmonson County has the lead here at 11-9. 1:45 to play in the first quarter. Schartzer in between the circles for the Cougars. Over to the near side. Spins it out to McCready. McCready drives down, blows past the defenders, blocked out of bounds by Edmonson County. Possession stays with the Cougars, though, as Mason Pierce took that one from McCready. And again, like we've said countless times, Chandler McCready is not afraid to drive on anybody. Sharp passes it to the left elbow to Schartzer. Schartzer scans, gets it outside to Blanton. Three-pointer straight away is off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Edmonson County. River Blanton has still moves to 0-10 from the three-point line in this career. Down to Wilson. Wilson bodies up off the right side. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Edmonson County. And a jump ball here as Chandler McCready ripped that one right away from Mason Pierce. Mason Pierce listed at 6'1". Chandler McCready is listed at 5'9", and it might even not surprise me if there is more than about a 4 or 5 inch difference here between those two players. But again, McCready, no fear. Outside to Wilson. Wilson into the far corner to Clemens. Back over to Taylor. Taylor guarded by McCready. Great defense. And forces Taylor to pass it off to Decker in between the circles. No look pass down to the right block. Reverse layup is no good as it almost went in through the interior of the basket instead of going through the exterior. Schartzer weaves through, kicks a pass off into the corner to McCready. McCready outside to Horn. Horn back to Schartzer at the right elbow. Schartzer fakes the drive, fakes it again, and now backs it off 18 feet right side. No good. And long rebound pulled down by Clemens. 11-9, Edmonson leads, 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. Clemens weaving through, over to the right side to Taylor. Taylor spins it around and looking for help and finds it with Chaz Wilson straight away. Over to the left side to Dalton Decker. Down inside to Wilson. Wilson goes up with a shot. It's no good. Gets the rebound back. No whistle on the jump ball. His second shot is no good. Rebounded by Nolan Schartzer. Down inside and off of the hands as Schartzer was trying to get that in between either Horn or Blanton and both of them. And an Edmonson County fan wanted a foul on that one. She is into it. Down to my left. Now we got a child on the floor, but I think they were just running to the restroom or something. This feels like we're back at Whitesfield Trinity last week where we had children on the floor in each game. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter, 11-9 here to play in the first quarter. Decker with the ball in between the circles, guarded by McCready. Hard screen from Wilson. Back outside, three-pointer straight away by Pierce is no good. Rebound is a foul called on the floor, called on Chandler McCready. That'll be McCready's first and the team's second here of this first quarter of action. 6.5 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Edmonson County's got to get it in. And Decker got away with a push-off on there. They give it to Wilson. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound by McCready. McCready pushing it from half court. It's online, and it's good! Chandler McCready knocks down a three-quarters court shot, and Chandler McCready gives Grayson County a 12-11 lead here at the end of one. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
12-11 here as Chandler McCready hit a three-quarters of the court shot to give the Cougars their 12-11 lead here, and that was one of the more improbable shots that I have seen in a long time for Grayson County basketball and really in sports in general, as there was one against NC State hit against Duke last night. Blanton loops a pass into Toms. He runs down with it, but it's going to be a jump ball, and possession goes to Edmonson County. And I don't think Travis Johnston will like that decision at all by his player. As in here to Dalton Decker. Decker pushes things right up the middle, guarded by Nolan Schartzer. Off to the right wing, it is to Gavin Rose, and he's bumped and fouled by Chandler McCready. That is his second and the team's third. Cougars lead, though, 12-11. McCready will check out. Keegan Sharp to check back into the game for Grayson County. As Woosley checks into the game for Edmonson County. And to pass this in is Rose. Gets it into the near corner to Clemens. Back outside to Decker. Decker guarded by Schartzer. Over here to the near side to Clemens. Clemens outside to Wilson. Wilson scans, gets it over to the left side to Rose. Rose, kiss off the glass off the left side. Rebounded by Wilson. His putback is up and good. Chaz Wilson makes that one. And Grayson County falls back behind here 13-12 after the basket by Chaz Wilson. 7:10 to play here in the second quarter. Over to the far side, it is Keegan Sharp out front to Miles Hornbeck, who is into the game here for Grayson County. Hornbeck drives down the near side, off to the near side here to Keegan Sharp, gets around Hornbeck at the free throw line, passes down to the left side to Blanton, and he's fouled by Wilson. Good call there by the official. And Wilson picks up his first foul, and that's only the team's first here of this game. River Blanton to the charity stripe. He will shoot two. 53.8% on the season is River Blanton. Blanton's first shot is no good. Got to make your free throws in these games. I mean, it is that simple. Blanton's second chance, the freshman toes the line and misses them both. Rebounded by Edmonson County. And Decker in between the circles, off to the near side to Clemens. Clemens passes outside to Wilson. Wilson scans to get it inside, instead over to the far side to Rose. Rose inside to Wilson, gets around the defender Blanton and finishes with the right hand. 15-12, Edmonson County leads, 6:30 to play in the second quarter. Schartzer in between the circles for the Cougars. Slowly dribble back and forth. Down the right side. Gets around two defenders. Shot off the right side. No good. The rebound. The putback is up. No good. That shot is now finally rebounded by Woosley for Edmonson County. Down to Decker. Decker drives down. He's bumped and fouled by Hornbeck. And good call there by the official to wave off the shot. And Hornbeck picks up his first foul and the team's fourth. Again, if you just joined us, Chandler McCready hit a three-quarter court shot that gave the Cougars a 12-11 lead at the end of two. Outside three-pointer straight away is way off to the right by Edmonson County's Clemens. Blanton with a rebound. Blanton, outlet pass down to the near side to Hornbeck. Hornbeck back to Blanton. And Blanton backs things off here and runs things in between the circles. River Blanton's been playing a little bit more guard here for Grayson County recently. Travis Johnson just wants to see what he might be able to do. Blanton drives down, kicks a pass off to Toms. Toms drives down at the free throw line, backs it off to Nolan Schartzer. Schartzer drives down, splits defenders off the left side. The shot's no good. He gets the rebound back. The putback is up. Good. He was fouled, no whistle, but Schartzer gets his fourth point of the game, 15-14 after the basket there by Schartzer. Passing down to Decker, wide open off the left block. The reverse layup is good by Dalton Decker. And immediately Edmonson County re-jumps and retakes the lead here at 17-14. Slowly working across the timeline goes the senior Nolan Schartzer. Out front to Blanton on the left wing. Blanton scans, look to get the interior pass, instead to the right elbow to Toms. Toms backs things up, left side, Sharp. Sharp has 5 points, including 1 three-pointer in this game. Sharp over to the right wing, Hornbeck, three-pointer is up and no good off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Gavin Rose. Rose pushing, off to Decker. Decker right in between the circles over to the right side to Clemens. Clemens scans, gets it outside to Wilson. Wilson gives it over to the far side to Rose. Rose outside Woosley to the near side to Decker. Decker in between the circles to Clemens. Clemens back out to Decker. Three-pointer straight away is good. He gets the friendly roll. Does Dalton Decker. That's the shooter's roll for the senior. Timeout, Grayson County. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Welcome back here to Edmonson County High School. where Grayson County trails this one 20-14. A timeout on the floor that was taken by Travis Johnston, as the Cougars trail 20-14 here, 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. As we apologize to our radio broadcast for some of the technical difficulties. We're trying to work through them as best as we can. We hope that we have come to an answer here, maybe. 4:15 to play in the second quarter. 20-14, Edmonson County leads out of the timeout there by the Cougars. Braden Childress in between the circles. Drives down to the right block to Toms. Toms bodies up his defender. Spin move off the right side. It might have been partially blocked from behind because it's a wild shot rebounded by Chaz Wilson. Wilson gives it off to Decker. Decker pushing it up the far side of the floor. Jump pass inside, stolen away by Toms. Toms off to Childress. Childress passes down to Horn. Horn back outside to Childress. Childress straight away. He'll back things off. Quick pass inside that Horn wasn't necessarily ready for. And because of it, he just gave it right back to his freshman counterpart. Horn has it on the near side. Into Toms off the right block. He got away with a walk. Outside to Horn. Horn at the free throw line. Over to Toms. Toms outside to Schartzer. 3.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. It's 20-14. Edmonson County with a lead. Outside to Toms. Toms over to Childress. Childress scans over to Horn. Horn outside Schartzer. Schartzer drives in on Decker. Picks up his dribble, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Nolan Schartzer. For Schartzer, that is his first and the team's fifth. River Blanton checks in. And checking out for the Cougars will be, as that was Schartzer, who must have taken a seat. As I missed him, is now, in fact, now I see him talking with assistant coach Brett Johnston on the sideline. As I missed him actually leaving the game. 3:08 to play in the second quarter. Edmonton on top of Grayson, 20-14, as the Cats have outscored the Cougars 9-2 here in this quarter. With the ball on the right hip is Pierce. He gives it off to Decker. Right side three is good. Dalton Decker knocks down the three. And it's 23-14. Edmonson County leads this one. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. Braden Childress in between the circles. Drives down the right side. Gets around the defender. The shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Decker. Decker pushing up to an outlet pass here to Woosley. Woosley pulls up and he walks with it. Gets away with it. Wilson at the free throw line. Nothing but net for Chaz Wilson. And this is getting ugly quick here for Grayson County. They need a basket in the worst kind of way. 25-14, and I'm surprised Nolan Schartzer is still sitting on the bench. He's your offense. You need him on the floor. Right side to Sharp, and a foul is going to be called. Reach in on Gavin Rose, his first of the team's second. Because on the floor for Grayson County right now, you have Sharp, Toms, Blanton, Childress, and Horn. As Blanton has it in between the circles at the free throw line, pulls up, shot is up, and no good. Off the front of the iron, rebound by Chaz Wilson, and he passes it off to Dalton Decker. Decker right up the middle. He's got the hot hand, pulls up inside the free throw line. It is no good this time. Toms rebounds and gives it off to Childress. Childress weaves through and stops things in between the circles for the Cougars. Running things at the point here is the freshman Childress. Drives down the near side. Now he will get through. He's triple teamed into Sharp. Sharp pump fakes, drives down outside to Horn. Horn over to the right side to Blanton. And Edmonson County is letting Horn, Toms, and Blanton have the three if they want it, as none of them have hit a three-pointer on this season. And I don't necessarily blame them, and really, Braden Childress is not a three-point specialist either. You got Keegan Sharp who can shoot the three, and they're going to let him have it. Zone defense, though, for Edmonson County. Almost a little bit of a matchup zone of sorts here. Sharp gets a screen at the right elbow, drives down the right side, off the glass, the shot's no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Taylor for Edmonson County. Off to Decker, Decker up the far side with 1:08 to play here in this first half. As Taylor passing into Wilson. Wilson bodies up Horn and gets around Horn, and off the right side, Chaz Wilson gets the basket. He has 8 points, and it's 27-14 is the lead there for the Wildcats. 45 seconds to play here in the second quarter, 27-14. And Cougars going to hold for the final shot. 5 around 1 offense. as it is Braden Childress drives down the right side off to Toms. Toms drives down off the right side. The basket is no good, but Toms is fouled by Woosley. That'll be his first and the team's third. Toms at the line to shoot two. His first one is up, and it is no good off the back of the iron. 0 of 3 from the free throw line here to start off is Grayson County. The second free throw by Toms is no good. 0 of 4 from the charity stripe for the Cougars. 27-14, Edmonson County leads. 25 seconds to play in this first half. Decker over towards the far side at the free throw line. Kicks a pass off to Pierce with 15 seconds and counting. 27-14 is the Grayson County deficit. Into Wilson, knocked into the hands though, and stolen away with Childress with 6 seconds. Childress off to Blanton with 5. Blanton drives down, an offensive foul is going to be called. And is it? Yes, it is whistled. An offensive foul called on Grayson County. And there's a Edmonson County fan standing right under the bench wearing a official's jersey. And he was the one that first pointed towards the charge. And that was the right call, but there's some sort of precipitation on the floor here. In fact, I can see it now. It's bad when you can see it. As Chaz Wilson's cleaning it up. And we're back to action. 2.4 seconds to play in the second quarter. Edmonson County on top of the Cougars here, and they're now going to talk this one over. And 23 was the foul. River Blanton his first, team's sixth. They give it into Decker. Decker throws a wild shot off, and it's no good. So at the end of one, 27-14, Edmonson County leads. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Edmonson County outscores the Cougars 16-2 in that quarter of play as Grayson County went 1 of 10 from the field, and the one basket was by Nolan Schurtzer. And you could even say, as our director Chase Blaine looked at me and said that they went 1 of 14. Technically they did because they missed 4 free throws. So 1 of 14 if you want to count free throws in there. And that was an ugly second quarter of action. But the worst part of it all is that it still wasn't the worst quarter of basketball that we have seen from a Grayson County team here, as the first 3 quarters for the Lady Cougars today was maybe the worst I've seen them play this entire season. 27-14, though, Edmonson County on top of the Cougars. Take a break, jump into the halftime show after this. It's Cougar basketball right here on K105.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite, inspire and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the halftime show as Grayson County trails this one 27-14 at the half, as trying to bring down some scores from around the region. A final score in boys basketball, Breck County on top of Whitesville Trinity, 74-62. That is a final score. In boys basketball, Butler County on top of Cloverport, 30-20. That score is at the half as they're playing up in Cloverport tonight. I always say that. I know Travis Johnston would say something along the lines of that would be nice to be able to play a team like that on the second to last day of the regular season and not have to play Edmonson County. That's just how the schedule falls. Girls basketball, Graves County on top of Muhlenberg County, 34-20. That score is at the half. In basketball action, I'm not sure whether this is boys or girls. Meade County leads 45-44. In fact, no, Meade County wins 45-44 over Central Hardin, and I'm not sure if that is girls or boys basketball from there. Trying to see if I can't bring in girls basketball. North Hardin on top of John Hardin, 51-46. And other than that, I can't see any other finals to bring you here right now. Grayson County, though, the only game that really matters, 27-14. They trail in game one of our doubleheader. When I say you don't want to know, it's the truth. The Lady Cats defeated the Lady Cougars 63-32, one of the worst district losses in years for Grayson County. We'll have to do a lot of digging to try and see when the last time that they lost by more than 30 in a district game. Take a break, come back with more. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Edmonson County, where Grayson County trails this one 27-14 at the half. As if you're looking for our digital productions broadcast, you can probably take a strong assumption in the fact that our game did not work in the first half, that there's not a that our game one did not work, that there's not an absolute chance that our digital productions broadcast could be working tonight. We will be rebroadcasting that tomorrow. As you can follow the K105 Sports Twitter account, and we'll let you know when to look for that. But it'll be some point, obviously, before 5:40 tomorrow, because that'll be a doubleheader, the final one of the season for K105 Digital Productions Live. As we'll have more on that here during the post-game show. A little bit of an off-my-chest moment, I guess we could say. 27-14 is the Edmonson County lead. Running down the scoring from this game for Edmonson County, Decker and Wilson both have 10. 5 for Pierce, 2 for Booker. For Grayson County, it's 5 for Sharp, 4 for Schartzer, 3 from McCready, and 2 from Hunter Toms. The second half is next. It's Cougar basketball right here on K105.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County will start this quarter with the ball as they trail 27-14. Trying to make this at least somewhat respectable, but at the same time, you know you're playing Edmonson County on Tuesday in the district tournament, so it's always hard to play a game like this. You don't want to show your hand. At the same time, you don't want to just get completely run off the floor. Left wing, Horn, he'll take the 3. It's up and no good. Rebound is pulled down by Decker for Edmonson County. Dylan Horn on the season from 3 is now 0 of 4. As Travis Johnston's big men have been pretty much non-existent from 3. As left wing, it is Clemens. Outside to Wilson. Wilson scans and just hands a pass over to the right wing to Mason Pierce. Mason Pierce into Wilson, spins around, spins back to his right. Shot is up, no good. Got away with a walk. And they give it here to Keegan Sharp. Sharp up the near side, backs things up, outside to Schartzer. Schartzer running things here in between the circles for Grayson County. Over to Sharp. Sharp back outside to Schartzer. Schartzer scans. And he's looking for a screen. Instead gives it off to Keegan Sharp. Up the near side. Passes back out to Toms. Toms drives down outside to Horn. Horn over to Sharp. Sharp back outside here to Nolan Schartzer. He'll run things at the top of the key for the Cougars. He's delivering the play call. Drives down the left side. Triple teamed outside to Horn. Horn scans. He'll drive it down at the free throw line. Passes off to Sharp. Sharp back outside here to Schartzer. Schartzer drives down the right side. Spin move. Gains the ball back. Shot is up. Good. Nolan Schartzer gets his 6th point of this game. And it's 27-16. Edmonson County still with a lead here. 6 minutes and 22 seconds to play in the third quarter. Decker over to the right side. Deep 3 is no good by Clemens. Rebound ripped down, though, by Booker. Booker gives it back to Wilson. And Wilson just does a behind-the-back pass to Dalton Decker. Decker over to the right side, Clemens. Outside to Booker. Booker over, deep 3 by Decker. That one's good. Dalton Decker with an open three. He has 13 points, 30-16. We have a timeout on the floor taken by Edmonson County. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
30-16. 3 minutes and 56 to play in the third quarter. As they have Edmonson County's Dalton Decker just scored his 1,000th career point. That's why the timeout was called, and fans gave him a nice standing ovation similar to what we saw a couple of weeks ago where Nolan Schartzer had his 1,000th career point. It's a great accomplishment. Can't take anything away from anybody who gets to that point. Another whistle is blown here, and the official is talking with Mason Pierce. Not entirely sure what that might have been about, but appears we're back to action. Horn into Sharp, under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Edmonson County has their largest lead here, 30-16. They've really dominated this game since the start of the second quarter. Schartzer drives down, goes up with a shot. It is good off the left side, Nolan Schartzer. He has 8 points, brings it back to within 12. And Grayson County just needs to chip away at this and see what they might be able to do. Left wing, inside to Wilson. Wilson at the free throw line. Passes down to the right block. Reverse layup is good by Eli Booker. He has 4 points here in this game. And 32-18, and nearly throwing it away, and now they will, does Grayson County. As Keegan Sharp lost the ball, threw it, and it was out of the hands of Braden Childress. 5:19 to play in the third quarter. It's 32-18 is the Edmonson County lead. Again, we'll wait on trying to figure out about a draw to see when Grayson County might play in for the Lady Cougars. And Booker gets another basket off to the right side. We have a timeout on the floor taken by Grayson County. 34-18 is the Edmonson County lead as the Wildcats are expanding this lead here as it is a full timeout. A reminder, though, tomorrow we'll be back at home for senior night as the Lady Cougars will tip off at 6 o'clock. The Cougar boys will follow against Hancock County. The Lady Cougars played that Hancock County team earlier this year in what might have been our best game of the entire season. Lady Cougars won that one in overtime by 6 points, but they tied the game with about 8 seconds left, and they ended up going on a 6-0 run in about 10 seconds in the overtime period early on that was able to give them the big road win over Hancock County at that point. And, I mean, a win is a win at that point, and, I mean, it'll be a tough matchup without a doubt, though, tomorrow evening against Hancock County. And then the game, too. Hancock County, to say that they like shooting the three in boys basketball would be a massive understatement. They make about 10 three-pointers a game. They are going to shoot the heck out of the three. I think about 50% of their shots come from that mark. So it'll be an interesting challenge for Grayson County. Probably a team in that style of play, more towards Ohio County that they played earlier this season. 5:13 here to play in this third quarter. Edmonson County on top of Grayson County, 34-18. Braden Childress in between the circles. Backs things off now as Grayson County just needs something to happen on offense. They haven't had anything since Chandler McCready hit the 3/4 of a court shot to end the first quarter. And Sharp dribbles it off of his foot, out of bounds, possession. Right back here towards Edmonson County. Travis Johnson talked about it before the last two times these two teams met on how, quote-unquote, angry Edmonson County was going to be coming into this game. Decker to the near side to Wilson. Wilson back out to Clemens. Clemens scans off to Wilson. Wilson drives down, jump pass outside to Decker. He pump fakes, drives down to the far side. Pierce back out to Decker. Decker can shoot it from anywhere on the floor. They have a mismatch. Wilson drives down off the right side, the right hand. Shot's no good. Schartzer with a rebound. Schartzer right up the middle. Angles it back towards the far side. Pass down to the left block to Horn off to the right side. The shot is good. Dylan Horn gets the bounce. And Grayson County trying to keep themselves into this game as they trail by 14 points halfway through the third quarter. Pierce up the near side, spins around, double teamed, and passes to Wilson. Wilson over to the far side. Decker, wide open three, right side, nothing but net for Dalton Decker. Decker only had 9 points the last time these teams met. He's inching closer to his season total of averaging 19 points a game, though, here tonight. Braden Childress across the timeline, right up the middle. Guarded by Pierce. Childress over to Schartzer. Schartzer outside to Sharp. Sharp over to Toms. Toms drives down, kicks a pass off to Horn. Horn scans, and now he dribbles it here with the right hand. Horn drives down, pass off to the near side to Sharp. Sharp drives it in, hands a pass off to Horn. Horn back to Sharp. Sharp was fouled from behind by Clemens. They didn't whistle it as Clemens reached in there and slapped him on the backside. 3:15 to play in the third quarter. Grayson County trails at 37-20. Schartzer at the free throw line, spins around off the left side. The floater, no good. Rebound by Decker, and Chaz Wilson rips it right out of the hands of Decker, but gives it right back to him. Up the far side goes Decker, as subs waiting to come in for Grayson County to the free throw line to Wilson. Wilson spins it around, drives down, gets away with a walk off to Decker. Three-pointer near side. That one's no good. Rebounded by Dylan Horn. Horn with a handoff pass to Braden Childress. Childress up the far side, angles back towards the middle off the right side. The shot is up, no good. Rebound by Wilson. Wilson gives it off to Decker. Decker to the near side to Clemens. Back over to Decker. Decker to the right elbow to Booker. Booker over to Clemens. Three-pointer near side. That one's good. Nick Clemens knocks down that open three, and the threes are absolutely falling like crazy now for Edmonson County. So they've got 7 in this game. Braden Childress. As Childress drives down, spin move at the free throw line, goes up with a shot, it's no good, but he's bumped and fouled by Edmonson County. As that foul is whistled on number 21, Mason Pierce. And Braden Childress will go to the free throw line to try and bring it back to within 20. So Braden Childress to the line. His first shot is up and good for Braden Childress. First free throw of the game for Grayson County that they have made. Edmonson County is still yet to take a free throw here tonight. There haven't been a lot of fouls in this game at all. Trent Taylor checks in. Checking out is Mason Pierce. Childress to try and convert on 2 and to bring it to within 18 points. And the shot is good for Braden Childress. Sub coming in, Chandler McCready will check in for Braden Childress. 2:05 to play here in the third quarter. It's 40-22 is the Edmonson County lead. Nick Clemens, and a whistle is blown. What are they talking here? They stopped the ball, and I really have no earthly idea why they stopped the game here. Edmonson County gets it, though. They give it to the left elbow to Clemens. Clemens outside to Taylor. Taylor over to Decker. Decker looks to pass in. Back to Taylor. Taylor inside to Wilson. Wilson's triple teamed. Goes up off the right side. The shot's no good, but Chaz Wilson will go to the charity stripe to shoot 2 after the foul is whistled on Grayson County's Dylan Horn. That's his first and the team's first. So to the charity stripe, Chaz Wilson, 61.4% on the season. 3 is up and no good. Second free throw coming here by Wilson is no good. He misses them both. Rebounded by River Blanton for Grayson County. I guess you could say at this point, Cougars got them right where they want them. Down 18 points. Just about 1 year ago to the day, at this exact moment, was where Grayson County flipped a switch and came back in overtime. Horn spins around. Shot is blocked by Wilson. He gets it back outside to Blanton. Blanton drives down to the free throw line, drives down off the right side and lays it in. River Blanton straight to the hole, gets his first basket of the game. and it's 40-24. Edmonson County leads with 1:10 to play in the third quarter. Nick Clemens to the near side to Taylor. Taylor inside to Booker, stolen away by Schartzer, but it's gotten right back by Taylor. Taylor drives down, shot blocked by McCready into Sharp. Sharp pushing, right wing three is up, and it is good. Keegan Sharp with a transition three. 40-27, and inching back in this, a 7-0 run for Grayson County. After Edmonson County had doubled up the Cougars to the left elbow to Wilson, cutting down and blocked by Grayson County, and they're going to whistle a foul on the floor on River Blanton. It looked like Blanton got all ball. And Blanton picks up his second foul. And the team's second is an Edmonson County player immediately asked for a technical on River Blanton. He didn't do anything that required a technical foul at all. Trent Taylor makes the first free throw. He's only 59% on the season. Second free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Chandler McCready, and a bump foul from behind is called on Booker. For Booker, that's his first and the team's second. 38 seconds to play in the third quarter. Edmonson County leads Grayson County 41-27. It'd be interesting to see if Travis Johnston holds to the final shot here. I would not. I think you need a basket. And he might just hold it, and if he gets something, take it. If not, wait for your shot because you've got 30 seconds on this clock. You trail by 14, though. Schartzer takes it right to the hole. The floater is no good. Rebound by Decker for Edmonson County. Decker right up the middle, down to the right side. Spins all the way around. The shot's no good. Rebounded by Wilson. His putback is up. Good, and he's fouled. So Chaz Wilson will go to the free throw line after the foul by Grayson County. And foul called on Dylan Horn. It's his third, as I must have missed a foul by him earlier one. And that's his third. So to the charity stripe will be Chaz Wilson. And he makes that and converts on the end one. It's 44-27. And right when Grayson County had maybe made this one interesting, Edmonson County has an immediate answer with a 4-0 run of themselves. McCready in between the circles with 10 seconds. He was the hero at the end of the first quarter. McCready to the left elbow to Toms, striking in and off the right side is no good by Schartzer, rebounded by Wilson. That's the end of three. Edmonson County leads 44-27. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Because one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Grayson County trails this one 44-27 at the start of the fourth quarter. This is just 100% not been Grayson County's night here in Brownsville. But again, Grayson County and Edmonson County are guaranteed to play one another on Tuesday evening at 7:45 at the Cougar Den. It just really, this game all was going to be who wears the home jersey, as it'll be a tie between the 2 and the 3 if Edmonson County holds on. But Chaz Wilson going to help out Grayson County and throws it into the backcourt. Possession goes towards Grayson County as Wilson threw that, and Decker just took a bunch of time off the clock. He should have let it roll all the way out and just keep letting that time tap away. 7:45 to play, though. It's 44-27. Sharp out front to Toms. Toms back to Sharp. Three-pointer near side is up and no good. Short. Rebound by McCready. His putback is up. Fouled and no good. But McCready will go to the charity stripe. He will shoot two after the foul by Eli Booker. That is his second and the team's third. So McCready to the line to shoot two on the season. The sophomore 63%. His first one is good. second by McCready is good. He makes them both. And it's 44-29. Edmonson County leads this one, 7:38 to play here in the fourth quarter. A lot of time still left. And again, like I always say, in this rivalry, it's not over until the clock says 0. Near side, Clemens, 3 is up and good. That's a big-time answer for Nick Clemens. And the three-pointers are falling like crazy for Edmonson County here tonight. Schartzer in between the circles for the Cougars. Guarded by Decker, drives down, spins around, now gets around him. 10 feet, left side, in and out and in. Schartzer moves into double figures. But again, it's a 16-point Edmonson County lead at 47-31. Down the far side, Taylor goes up, blocked by Blanton, into the hands of Wilson, who finishes off the left side. Chaz Wilson with the basket there. It's 49-31. 6:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Schartzer spin move, step back at the free throw line. Shot's no good. Rebound by Wilson. And Wilson gives it off here to Decker, who's going to slowly work things here for Edmonson County with 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. And the pass knocked into the hands of Clemens. He spins it around and gives it right back to Dalton Decker. Decker's played a great game here tonight. He's a three-point specialist, and he's proven why in this game. Outside to Taylor. And speaking of three-point specialists, we haven't seen Jackson Higna tonight as Wilson misses the gimme shot, rebounded by Keegan Sharp. In fact, is Jackson on the bench? He is. We have not seen him tonight. He's the Edmonson County killer, as some would say. Outside to Toms, and Toms backs things off. In fact, he's had a couple of his biggest games against the Wildcats. McCready drives down, free throw line jumper is good. Chandler McCready turning in a nice little game, and he's making it really hard right now for Travis Johnston to not start him. As I don't know that he has gotten a start this season, maybe one, but it is getting harder and harder for Johnston to not make that call to give him the start. 5.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Edmonson County leads 49-33. Far side, Pierce inside to Wilson. Wilson's double teamed, gets it outside to Decker. Decker just dribbling it out, and I'm sure that Travis Johnston, in a weird way, is just okay with this. Clemens to the left lane, over to Wilson. Wilson spins it around and gives it out to Decker. 5 minutes to play. You're down 16 points, and you know you're playing the same team later. Wilson goes up. It was blocked, and that block, though, down to the right block, and making the basket is Pierce. And he'll go to the free throw line. Schartzer picks up the foul. They say that's his third. I only have that as his second. I got to wait sure to see if it was called on Nolan or not, seeing if the scoreboard can put it up there, and they have not. Pierce to the line to try and convert on the and one. And it is no good. Rebound is pulled down by Schartzer in the far corner. He had to run that one down and nearly lost it out of bounds. He pushes right up the middle, drives down the left side, wide open layup is blocked by Decker, rebounded by Pierce. Pierce behind the back, gives it right back to Decker, 51-33, 4:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Passing down, interior to Pierce, and he walks with it. Oh, a foul is going to be called on Keegan Sharp beforehand as he tried to get away with that little bit of a Euro step, and they're going to say he walked because he was fouled by Sharp. It's his first and the team's fifth. So to the line will be Mason Pierce. He's 0 of 1 tonight, 53.7% on the season, and he makes the first one. So it appears that Edmonson County will be on their way to a win here tonight. And makes them both, does Pierce. And Braden Childress will have the ball, 53-33. 4.5 minutes to play in tonight's game. Childress drives down, lowers the shoulder, gets away with a walk out to Sharp. Three-pointer is no good off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Wilson. It's knocked out of bounds by Horn. Possession is going towards Edmonson County. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
53-33, Edmonson County on top of Grayson County. 4:24 to play. In fact, we'll take a look here again, the district standings and the district bracket. It'll be Butler against Whitesville at 6 o'clock and Grayson against Edmonson at 7:45 on Tuesday. That'll be the action from the Cougar Den. 4:15 to play, though, here in this game. They'll match up again as Grayson County's 1-1, barring a even more miraculous comeback than the one that we saw about a year ago. Edmonton County will win one. The floater is no good by Decker. Rebound by Wilson. Wilson goes up off the right side. His shot's no good. And that rebound is finally pulled down by Dylan Horn. Horn off to Childress with 3:50 to play. And I'll be curious to see when Travis Johnston might go in and get some of his younger players some minutes here in a district game. Again, this game means nothing. Braden Childress inside to Schartzer. Schartzer spins down off the left side. The basket's good. Nolan Schartzer takes it straight to the hole and gets that basket there. Decker guarded by McCready. McCready's maybe the best defender on Grayson County's team. But Decker gets around him, dumps a pass off to Clemens. Clemens taps it off to Pierce. Back to Clemens. Reverse layup no good by Decker. Long rebound pulled down by McCready. McCready pushing down the right side, goes up with a shot. He is fouled by number 24. And it is called on Gavin Rose. That is his second and the team's fourth. The Edmonson County faithful don't like it, but he got him. And again, that's the best vantage point that we can possibly get. Got him a little bit on the wrist. And timeout taken here by Edmonson County. We'll take it with him. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Best Mix, K105.
McCready's first free throw is no good off to the left. As it is 53-35, Edmonton County on top of the Cougars. McCready's second chance is up and good. He gets the friendly roll. It's 53-36 now with 3:14 to play in tonight's game. Again, I'm beating it like a dead horse, but these two teams will meet back on Tuesday at 7:45. Three-pointer near side by Clemens is no good, and Chaz Wilson, about as easy as an over and back call as you can possibly get. His second and the team's fifth. Wilson's a very physical player. There's no doubt about that. He's just a very physical player. Very talented. He uses his size to his advantage, as he's listed on the roster at 6'3". And he's not fat by any means. He's just solidly built. He's just a big guy. Foul reach in called on Gavin Rose, his third, and the team 6. The Cougars going to shoot free throws for the remainder of this game here with 2:52 to play. McCready with the ball on the floor for the Cougars. McCready, Childress, Horn, Sharp, and Schartzer. In between the circles goes Chandler McCready. He drives down the right side, absorbs contact. The floater, no good. Rebound by Decker. Decker gets around the defender, and now we'll slowly work things here with 2.5 minutes to play in our game. Game 1 was all Lady Cats as they beat the Lady Cougars by 31 points earlier tonight, and what might have been the worst game that the Lady Cougars have played in a long time. As I thought that we had seen that maybe on Monday, but it was by far tonight. To the free throw line, Pierce pulls up, shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Schartzer. Cougars will play Hancock County at home tomorrow. Schartzer drives down the left side, and he's fouled by Wilson. No, it's fouled on Clemens, as they call that from behind. And Schartzer will go to the line to shoot 2. As Nick Clemens, I think, did get him from behind there. Schartzer to the line for the first time tonight. His shot is up and good. Nothing but net there for the senior, Nolan Schartzer. That being it, it'll be senior night tomorrow. You'll be able to watch that game on K105 Digital Productions, and you'll be able to listen to it right here on K105. Girls start at 6. Boys will follow senior night in between the 2 games. We'll have senior night streamed via K105 Digital Productions as well. Schartzer's second free throw coming is up and good. He makes them both. And Schartzer will take a seat. Hornbeck will check in, and I think that's the right call with 2 minutes to play in this game. It's a 15-point game, 53-38. There is no point in keeping your guys in here for one, fatigue or even injury. In fact, I saw that they have the entire JV team on here. Got Nolan Miles Hornbeck, Chase Johnson, Jackson Higdon, and Brett Payton all check into the game. Decker gets around and kicks a pass off here to Pierce with 1.5 minutes to play, and I'm sure that McClintock will call a timeout here at some point and let his seniors get one more moment to walk off the floor here with 1.5 minutes to play. So these two teams meet back on Tuesday. The rematch, as they'll say, the rubber match, no matter what you might want to call it. Decker gets away with a walk at the free throw line, driving in, and a foul on Higdon is going to be whistled as Jackson picks up his first foul and the team's 6th. So we'll stay on the floor here with 1:16. I am shocked that Edmonson County, now they will. Now they're going to go into their JV team, and I'm surprised it took this long. This is a 15-point game with 1 minute to play. It's senior night. Let your seniors walk off the floor one more time. Decker with 1 minute to play here. It's a 53-38 Edmonson County lead. Pierce, a timeout's going to be taken by Edmonson County, and I'm sure that they might just make this a substitution timeout. They're going to let all of their seniors walk off the floor for the final time as Edmonson County Wildcats here at Edmonson County. Again, these two teams will meet on Tuesday. The Lady Cougars will play on Monday. It is still to be determined, though, whether they will play against Butler County or if they will play against Whitesville Trinity. The Cougars just remained on the floor, and luckily Edmonson County's not going to take that full timeout, make it more of about a 20-second timeout. So full subs in for Edmonson County. Houston Vincent, Isaiah Johnson, Lane Lindsay, Dylan Lindsay. Inside, pass batted around and stolen away by Chase Johnson with 50 seconds to play. So Grayson County's winning streak has been snapped tonight. And to get to the 20-win mark, they'll have to win tomorrow night and then also win a game in the district. Left wing 3, Brett Payton, no good. Rebound is a foul called on Chase Johnson. So they're going to say he bumped Luke Meredith from behind. So Meredith will go to the free throw line as Johnson picks up his first foul, the team's 7th. So Luke Meredith to the line on the season. The senior is 41.7%. Subbing into the game here for Edmonson County is Dylan Lindsay. So to the charity stripe will be Luke Meredith. And it's no good, rebounded by Chase Johnson. As you might be able to hear the Cougar student section, wait till Tuesday is what they're saying. Higdon down the left side, backs off, he'll take the 3, left wing, nothing but net. The Wildcat killer strikes again, Jackson Higdon, but a little too late. 17 seconds to play, and that should all but do it. Edmonson County shouldn't take another shot, and they are. They're going to take it straight to the hole. The shot is up, blocked by Grayson County. Outside and driving it over. Step back 3, left side is an air ball, And it is rebounded by Jackson Higdon with 3 seconds. Higdon pushing up the far side with one. His floater, 18 feet, is no good. So at the end of this game, Edmonson County defeats Grayson County 53-41, and they're storming the court. Well, I guess it's only about 10 students that stormed the court. They were probably saying that Grayson County stormed the court each of the past two home victories for them as well. So they're going to do it. And you know what? Why not? Have some fun. Enjoy it. 53-41, Edmonson County defeats Grayson County. Season closer will be tomorrow evening. We'll come back and join into the fifth quarter show after this, as this is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
But one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield. Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
41, the Cougars' three-game winning streak has been snapped, but again, like we have been shoving down your throat all evening, they will meet again on Tuesday. This game really, in all reality, meant absolutely nothing. Because even you could say, oh, it's for bragging rights. Okay, you get bragging rights for 5 days, even depending on whichever team would win it. It does not matter because the two teams will play again Tuesday evening, 7:45. And I don't want to completely 100% quote myself, but I can almost guarantee that game will be broadcast on 103.9 The Moose. But you will also be able to listen to the coverage on K105 Digital Productions, as the district has voted not to allow us to live stream the tournament. And I don't need to get on my soapbox and say why we disagree with that, but you know what? That's the decision that we made, and that's the decision that we have to live with. So we will, though, have audio streams for you to listen to in that regard on Tuesday evening. I tried to get an answer on when we will be able to get an answer on when Grayson County, the Lady Cougars, will play on Monday, if it'll be against Whitesville Trinity as the number 1 quote-unquote overall seed, or if it will be against Butler County. at 7:45 on Monday. They just know that they'll play on Monday. I'm not entirely sure when. Coming up, though, in the fifth quarter show, we'll run down some scores from around the region. We'll hopefully talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, Travis Johnston, and run down the scoring from tonight's game, as this is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
I don't see him, do you?
a mother.
At this point, though, I don't have enough time to...
soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Grayson County falls tonight 53-41. So welcome you in here to the fifth quarter show live from Brownsville, Kentucky. As it is amazing, though, when people leave this gym on how much clearer our connection can get and everything that goes along the lines of that as people are filing out after it was, I think, an ugly night to be a Cougar fan would be a perfect way to say it. Is Edmonson County wins Game 2 by 12 points. They win Game 1 by 31 points. And I know we were having issues for our radio broadcast during Game 1, and I'll put it this way, y'all are lucky in a lot of ways that you didn't have to listen to it, because it was just ugly. There wasn't a lot from either team, and a lot of frustration, and I think it's 100%, it's just very, very frustrating to see a team in that regard. We'll hopefully talk to head coach Travis Johnston here in a moment, and it'll be really interesting to hear his thoughts on this game and how he reads into it. I mean, I don't know what you can take when you look at a game like this, because, again, you know you're playing them again on Tuesday. You didn't want to show too much, but at the same time, did he see enough that makes him feel confident moving forward here, moving into here in a couple of weeks or a couple of days against Edmonson County? Scores to bring you at the end of the third quarter in boys basketball. Logan County on top of Cumberland County, 49-41. In boys basketball, a final score: Davis County defeats Union County 61-55. Girls basketball, South Warren on top of Hopkinsville, 58-49, and that is a final score. Butler County in boys basketball wins against Cloverport 81-44, and Graves County girls basketball defeats Muhlenberg County 57-48. Other than that, I don't really see many more scores to bring you. As I see here, Meade County defeated Central Hardin earlier today by 1 point, and I believe that was a boys game. As I'm looking here to try and see if I can't. In fact, here's a picture. I can do a quick look and see as it loads, and that's the cheerleaders, but I can see boys in the background. So it was a boys victory, 1 point over Central Hardin in Meade County in their game. Other scores that I might be able to see you: Allen County Scottsville in boys basketball on top of Russellville 71-68. That is a final score as well. Grayson County, though, in Game 1, the Lady Cougars fell by a final score of 63-32. In Game 2, that just ended a few minutes ago, Edmonson County on top of the Cougars by a final score of 53-41. Those are some scores from around the region. Again, we know the boys bracket for the 12th district tournament has been finalized, and it will be Butler County against Whitesville Trinity at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, and Game 2 will be Grayson County against Edmonson County at 7:45 on Tuesday. Again, every game for the district tournament will be at Grayson County High Schools. It's their turn to host, so we'll be very happy to host that. And it's always nice when you don't have to make 14 trips to, that's what it at least feels like, to the same place in 1 week. It's nice when you can make those trips all within the same zip code and everything along the lines of that. So it makes things a lot more fun and a lot easier on our end. 53-41, though, Edmonson County wins this one. We'll come back and have more here coming up. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this. It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the fifth quarter show right here on K105. Sam Gormley with you as we appreciate you taking the time to tune in as head coach Travis Johnston is making his way towards us right now as we speak. And tonight, Edmonson County defeats Grayson County by a final score of 53-41. And I'm joined now courtside by the head coach of the Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And Coach, you play this team again on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I know you said you didn't want to throw so much at them. What were your thoughts on this game, knowing that you're going to play them again in 5 days?
You know, we have been doing a lot of pressure stuff lately, and I feel like that's been getting us going. But, you know, and we kind of held it a little bit into the second half, but our pressure didn't hurt them very much. So it wasn't as if it was something where we knew we could pressure them and turn them over 10, 12, 15 times, whatever it was. They handled our pressure pretty well, and we got a lot on film. But it's gonna be a better game come Tuesday. It's just I was disappointed with some of our effort. We weren't the aggressor. We let them be the aggressor. We talked about good, solid full court man-to-man, good, solid half-court man-to-man. And we didn't show it. We didn't shoot passing lanes. We didn't deny the ball. Everything they did comfortably. and that's something that when we lay back and do that, we're not very good. So they were just comfortable all night, and that's why they won.
Edmonson County, they hit 7 3-pointers tonight.
Yeah.
They come in averaging 4.9.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that big, but was it more, do you think, and I know you haven't watched film yet, obviously, but was it more them just making shots, or was it some defensive stuff on that end as well?
I think there at the end, we were trying to overdo it with our pressure, which led to some open ones on the backside of our 1-2-2, and but some of them early in the first half, it was one of those things where again we talked about it. We said when they catch it, when they set their UCLA screen, we got to jump out and deny it. Don't let that pass come here, and we just never really got into them much, and they were comfortable. And once you get a couple fouled, then you start to feel pretty good about yourself. And again, I just thought that was the main thing is they were just so comfortable doing whatever they wanted to tonight.
Chaz Wilson on the interior finishes with 15 points. He kind of came back from that injury and wasn't at 100%, I think, in that game back in December. Is he almost a guy that you just kind of let him have his points on the interior, or how do you shut him down?
We did an okay job, I think, probably half the time, of making him catch it about 8 to 10 feet away. He's so wide and he posts so well that he's going to get his position, especially since we don't call 3 seconds anymore. But in between the free throw line and the volleyball line in the lane, he's going to get to that spot. And you're not going to deny him all the way up top, because then they'll just throw over. So once we get them pushed out there, that's where we want. But again, that goes back to how we didn't pressure the ball. We didn't pressure the other big who was making that pass, and they were able to just kind of toss it in, and then he was able to take his time, back down, spin left, spin right, because we let the passer make easy entry passes to him, and it was just something we just didn't do what we talked about.
Chandler tonight finishes with 8 points, including one that was 3/4 of a court. He has been playing, at least from me, and I know we missed 2 games, but he seems to be playing better and better and better. And in a lot of instances, I think I even said it during the game, is he's making it hard for you not to start. Yeah. Do you like him coming off the bench with that energy, or do you think that could be something that you could look at here over the next game or maybe further?
Chandler's a guy that needs structure. He doesn't do great with not knowing what's coming. He asks a lot of good questions because he wants to make sure he knows it. And it's not anything to him. I don't want to start him or anything like that, but I really like him as that first guy off, and with him and River being able to come in off the bench and provide really good offense for us. Other than, I guess, like I said tonight, I guess Chandler did a little bit, but and there are energy guys too. That gives us a real good spark after our first guys start setting the tone and stuff. But those first guys didn't do a very good job of doing that for him tonight, and I thought those two did a good job early when they came in of really getting after it and stuff. And I thought Chandler and Braden did a really good job all night of playing hard and really staying in attack mode. But Chandler's playing really good, and he's a guy that can score. If you notice, they sagged off a couple of our guys, and they can't do that with Chandler because he's quick enough to go around, and he can get to the free throw line, and if he gets on a roll from there, he can score some points. So he's going to be pretty big for us tomorrow night and then come Tuesday night, because he's just a guy that plays so darn hard, and he's a matchup problem.
I mentioned the 7 3-pointers for Hancock County, and tomorrow night you think 7 3-pointers are a lot. Hancock County, they shoot the three just a little bit, don't they? Yeah. About 50% of the time they make it. You might know better than I, 41% or something along. They got three or four guys, 5 guys that shoot the ball at a high level. What challenges does a team that shoots the three like that bring you defensively?
Well, on the flip side of all that, I feel like we can really pressure them. But if we do, we were supposed to do that tonight, and we just kind of sagged off. And we sagged off. If we do that tomorrow night, they're going to raise up and hit some threes. And they play a lot of young guys too. I think they start 3 freshmen. Kind of a rivalry between our freshmen and theirs, because they always end up playing each other in the tournaments and stuff. So I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be ready to go. But if we're not, and we sag off and we're not getting through screens and or we're not pressuring the basketball, then they shoot the heck out of it. So it's going to be an intensity thing, and I think if we bring it, then we can really put some pressure on them and get some steals and easy points. But if we don't, then they're going to make a lot of shots.
Coach, I appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
We'll have more here coming up on the fifth quarter show after this.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
But one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Edmonson County High School, where doubleheaders go into the favor of Edmonson County here tonight. Lady Cats win by 31 points, and the Cats defeat the Cougars 53-41. The scoring from the game for Grayson County: 14 from Nolan Schartzer, 8 each from Keegan Sharp, and also from Chandler McCready. We'll be back in action tomorrow evening, as it'll be senior night. You'll be able to listen to that game on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. And it'll be senior night against Hancock County, as the girls' game will begin at 6 o'clock. And so our coverage will begin at about 5:40 live from the Cougar Den, as it'll be the final regular season game of this season. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew tonight. Cody Brock was your camera operator, and your director was Chase Blaine. Got to give a shout-out to the illustrious sports writer, Don Brown. So on a night where the Grayson County Cougars and Lady Cougars fall both by double digits to Edmonson County, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.